3, 2, 1.
What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, July 21st, 2018. I hope you're having a good weekend so far. In this video, we will look at Litecoin price, Litecoin movements, the market in anticipation, wondering what's going to happen next, kind of in the unknown, as always. Before we hop into the charts, want to go over cryptocapitalventure.io. Link is in the description. We launched it the other day. Very excited about it. So if you didn't catch it, I just want to give you a brief overview. 15 seconds. You can just kind of check it out on the screen right now. Kind of a social network for cryptocurrency and crypto capital venture community, all of you guys. So it's been really cool chatting with all of you. You can see we have a live chat going on as we speak right now. So if you haven't joined, go join over at the cryptocapitalventure.io website, link in the description. And to piggyback on that, also we are in the process of really building the actual hub for this entire community that we're building. So that'll include the website I just showed you, the app. It'll include forums, news updates, all the good stuff that you all are wanting and needing in the cryptocurrency space. And I say that because I myself need it as well. So I'm creating a hub where we can all hang out together and get real-time updates on all of these things. So that is in the works, and I'm very excited about it. So let's kind of keep that ball rolling. But let's hop into Litecoin. Let's look at the charts a little bit. Some key things I want to talk about right now. And really, we can start on the 4-hour. And the biggest thing that I'm kind of looking at right now is if we have formed a third bottom here, right, and we have this momentum, it's going to continue bringing us up, and the bulls have stepped in. What are some of those barriers? Obviously, we have that $91, and obviously we wicked up to around $95 the other day, but that $90 area is kind of that first barrier to break. But really, even more significant is that $100 mental barrier. We've been trading under $100 for a good amount of time, beginning of June, I guess you could say, right? Over a month and a half. And we really need to get back above there, don't we? Especially in forming this third bottom. So what I wanted to start off with was really talking about what that might look like. So you can see from where we are right now, it's around an 18% increase in Litecoin. So on the 4-hour, we're kind of coming out of that oversold area. We have some upward momentum. We were at $84. We did take that retracement back down that we talked about the other day, coming back down. We were hoping to see support at the 50 EMA on the 4-hour, but we actually broke that, and we did touch that channel that we talked about, $79 to $81 channel in the more volatile markets, since Litecoin kind of moving a little bit more volatile than Bitcoin. So we got that. We took a bounce off there, but what we really need right now in the formation of that higher low, right, from these previous lows, is we need to see some momentum. We need to break that 200 EMA, and we need to break this previous high to create a new higher high on this 4-hour. That doesn't necessarily mean, we break through $100, but that $100 area may be on the next run, that $96 to $100 area on that next run, if we get it, could see some resistance. Maybe things go crazy and we break right through it. That would be nice. But either way, we need a new higher high on the 4-hour to really see this bullish momentum continue, obviously. Otherwise, we don't want to start testing these lows again in the $75, $74 area. So to kind of go along with that, what I did was I took, what would an 18% gain look like? If Litecoin were to test the $100 area, to break that area, what would that look like in terms of Bitcoin? Because that's important. That's an important part of the story. So right now, currently, Bitcoin around $7,400. So for Litecoin to break $100, most likely, obviously Litecoin could take off without Bitcoin following, but most likely Bitcoin will be taking off as well, and Litecoin will be following Bitcoin. So an 18% gain, and this doesn't have to happen, in a 4-hour candle. This can be over the course of days. But what we need is that bullish momentum even over the course of days. So 18% would bring us right to around an $8,700 Bitcoin. So in the process of that happening, what could possibly happen over on the Bitcoin charts is this. We've created this new high in Bitcoin that we've really consolidated through. And you can very much compare it to the breakout that we had from this second bottom right in this April 12th area. We had a nice breakout above the 200 EMA, and then we traded sideways for a little bit before really continuing up. And you can see that continuation up really was over the course of days. We have April 18th, and then up to that next consolidation is the 21st. So that was a couple days increase, consolidate, increase. So we could see something similar. So we've had consolidation, so we could maybe have a couple days increase to form a new higher high on Bitcoin. If we do have a nice increase to create the next new higher high, the biggest area of resistance Bitcoin might see right now is that $8,000 area because it's kind of a mental type of barrier. However, if we break that, then we can really look at breaking previous, lower highs. So $8,500 could be a big area of resistance. And, this could happen in the continuation of this bullish market, but only time will tell. So right now, Litecoin, we can go over to the daily. I want to point out one thing that Litecoin is doing is a little bit different than Bitcoin because it's been more volatile. You can see Bitcoin really up there on the stock RSI in terms of overbought. It looks like it's coming back down a little bit, and we might have a little bit more to go, but Litecoin already coming out of that overbought area and a little bit of a slight turn on the stock RSI in terms of momentum. So that's looking good for Litecoin. One thing also I do want to point out in the continued process of hopefully getting some bullish momentum is the fact that we are pretty healthy above the 40 on the RSI, which is a big area that we would look at in terms of Litecoin momentum, Litecoin strength, and hopefully getting out of this bear market that we've been. And really that trading that you see happening on the RSI under the 40 line is a very nice illustration of the bear market that we've been in. So what we look for, even if we continue down right now, right? If we have a little bit of a pullback, what we'll look for is support around that 40 area on Litecoin. So if we do come back down, possibly on the short term, we could test 80 again. We just don't want to go below that $79 to $81 area to create a new low on the 4 hour. So that's kind of where we are with Litecoin. Hopefully we can continue this story of momentum and approach that $100 area. But only time will tell. Right now, what probably the most crucial thing for Litecoin is to see support above this 50 EMA, at least on the short-term 4 hour. And then on Bitcoin, we want to see a break out of this consolidation that we've had over the last few days. We want to see a final break out of that area. So time will tell. Hopefully, I think we're going to get a break out of this consolidation that we've been in, similar to what happened back here in April. And I guess the question is, where's that break going to be? Is it going to be down to retest the 50 EMA around $7,000? Or will it be up to test that $8,000 area next? I tend to think that we're going to break up because I'm optimistic that we've formed a bottom here and we'll continue up. One thing I do want to point out, a visit back to $7,000. We talked about this yesterday, I believe. Not a bad thing. It can still be bullish, just creating a higher low on the 4 hour for Bitcoin, and it can be a healthy thing. So if we don't break up and we do break down and test the 8,000 or the 7,000, don't panic, don't go crazy. That's just my opinion. But that's kind of what we're looking at on Litecoin and Bitcoin charts. Wanted to really just go over where we are on this Saturday. I'm getting ready to go out with Sarah, try and enjoy my day. You should as well. Let's see what happens over the next 24 hours to 48 hours. And hopefully we have a nice bullish move back up, form those higher highs, higher lows that we're looking for. But as always, time will tell. Let me know your thoughts below. Where do you think we're going next? Hopefully we form that third bottom and we get some bullish momentum up and we start having some fun. Appreciate all of you for coming by, for watching. I will see you in the next video, and God bless.